What is up, guys? Alright, so today I'm gonna be doing a Mario Kart Wii track tier list. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. It's actually pretty simple to make, so I figured I'd just get around to it. So, as you can see, I have my 5 track tiers right here. We have top tier for like the best tracks in the game, uncontested. High tier for tracks that I think are pretty damn good. Mid tier for tracks that I don't mind playing, but you won't see me pick them. Low tier for bad tracks, and bottom tier for tracks that are absolutely abysmal. Alright, so let's get right into it. Starting off with Luigi Circuit, this is a no-brainer. This track is actually so bad. You've heard me complain about it many times on stream, I'm sure. The track just has no redeeming qualities. Like, it's not fun to drive, and like, you can't do much on it. It's hard to hit people. Yeah, it's just a very bad track. I don't like it at all. It's probably my least favorite track in the game, or like close to one. All right, next up, Moomoo Meadows. I'm gonna put that in low tier. I don't mind Moomoo Meadows that much. It's pretty lame as a track. Like, there's not many obstacles besides the cows. It's pretty simple to drive. Like, the item strategy is pretty straightforward. You either run or you dodge. I mean, like I said, it's not as bad as Elsie, so. Alright, next up, Mushroom Gorge. I used to be a big fan of Mushroom Gorge, but nowadays I'm like, I can definitely see the faults in the track. Getting TS is very annoying. Yeah, playing around Shock is just, I don't know. Track is, I used to be a big fan because, you know, just get lucky and get mushrooms, but even when I get mushrooms and I win, I feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel that good to play. Like, I don't hate it, but it's not one of my favorites anymore. Alright, Toad's Factory. I actually really like Toad's Factory. It's one of the better tracks in the game for sure. Like, you look at the minimaps, it's just a square, but the way they handled the square is actually pretty damn amazing. Like, you have tight cornering, you have straightaways. Like, Toad's Factory, I think, gives really good races, so I'm gonna have it in high tier for now. Alright, next up, Mario Circuit. Mario Circuit, I'm gonna put it in low tier. I think it's definitely way better than Luigi Circuit. There's more depth to the track. Like, running is surprisingly not that bad on Mario Circuit. Shocks can be unpredictable, so if you're running and you see a creative shock get used, that can be good for you because not many people would dodge. But yeah, dodging lap 3 is obviously pretty strong, but overall it's not a good track, but it's not as bad as Luigi Circuit. Alright, next up, Coconut Mall. I don't even need to explain myself here. This is the best track in the game. If you disagree, you're just a noob, and you need to hit the TTs, is what I think. It's just such a fun track to drive. It's easy to break away, and I think Shock is not that strong on Coconut Mall. So, tracks like that, I definitely like quite a bit. DK Summit. I am actually not a fan of DK Summit, and I'll be the first one to admit. The reason I'm not a fan of the track is because I'm very bad on it. So please don't judge me too harshly. But yeah, DK Summit is it's just super hard, man. I don't know, track is too hard. That's all I'm gonna have to say about that. Obviously, if you're good at it, you're gonna have it in top tier for sure. But look, I'm not good at it, so it's low tier. All right, Goldmine. I actually really like Goldmine. I think it's a really good track. It's pretty narrow. That's what I like about it, though. Like, it's you have to like be really careful around every corner for back spams, and people can bump you off pretty easily. So I like the fact that like every corner is an adventure on this track. It's pretty awesome. All right, next up, Daisy Circuit. I think Daisy Circuit is it's the best circuit probably, because there's not a lot of shortcuts. No off-road shortcuts that you can take. It's actually pretty run heavy. It's a pretty short track though, so obviously Shock is going to be powerful. But as far as circuits go, I think this is one of the better ones. I actually don't mind it that much. Alright, Koopa Cape. Koopa Cape is not a good track, and anyone who thinks it's a good track, I have some bad news for you. The reason the track is not good is very simple, is after the first half of the track, it's literally impossible to catch up or do anything. Like, no spots change on the second half of the track. That just means you're driving like 25 seconds for nothing, because the track could just be the first 25 seconds, and that's where the entire races are determined. Like, once you're in the water stream, like almost nothing changes. So yeah, that's why I don't like Koopa Cape. And also the ending shortcut is like pretty Mushroom Gorge-esque. Like, if you don't get shrooms last box, GG's, you lose. That's what I don't like about Koopa Cape. Alright, next up, Maple Treeway. Maple Treeway is a really good track. I actually like it quite a bit. It's very fun to drive. It's not that hard to break away, but it's also not that hard to catch up on it if you know what you're doing. This is definitely one of the tracks where driving matters a lot, and if you're better at driving, it's going to show on the result screen. So Maple Trailway I actually like quite a bit. Alright, Grumble Volcano. Look, I'm not a big fan of Grumble Volcano, but you cannot deny that the track is just very funny. It gives very funny races, and I'm actually not against that at all. I don't mind funny races. Like, you can argue that Grumble is not skill-based, but you look at players like Casper and, I don't know, TK, they always consistently place high on it, so obviously it's skill-based, but at the same time, the amount of goofy shit that happens on Grumble is actually very funny, so I don't mind it. I'll put it in mid-tier. Dry Ruins, another top-tier track. I'll put it below CM, I think I prefer CM. But yeah, Dry Ruins is just peak Mario Kart track design. It's just perfectly balanced. Like, it's really good for front running, but at the same time, there's the big golden cut. It's just there's a few shroomless shortcuts, like the sand hop and the shroomless shortcut at the end if you're a pro player. But yeah, DDR I think is actual perfection. It's a perfect Mario Kart track design. I prefer CM, but that's just me. I can see an argument for both being the best tracks in the game. Alright, Moonview Highway. I actually don't mind Moonview Highway. I don't think it's super great, but like driving it's not too bad. I think it's not that good. It's not as good as for front running as people think it is, because people at the start can easily jackpot shrooms and be right up your ass immediately. So yeah, Moonview I think I prefer from the back, like I said many times, but yeah, from the front it's not that bad either. It's a pretty mid track. I don't mind it. BCWii. I think it's another mid-tier track. I don't mind BCWii. It's just a track where being in the front is really good. It's fun to drive, but it's also pretty hard. And the one thing I don't like about BCWii is that shock is extremely random. That's why you see me advise to not play round shock on this track, because every set can be a good shock chain spot, and that's what really makes the track pretty RNG shock-wise. That's why I don't mind it, but I also don't really like it for that. Alright, Rainbow Road, it's utter dog shit. Please don't pick that shit. It is so bad. It's such a bad track. Like, the lag on this track, like, you fall off once, your race is over, pretty much. Because it's also impossible to catch up on the track. I'm also pretty bad at it, and I don't find it that fun to drive. And, yeah, I think lap 1 just determines the race, and, like, you play laps 2 and 3 just as a formality, because you're not gonna change your spot from lap 1. You can, but it's pretty damn hard. Alright, Peach Beach. Everyone loves the beach. If you don't like the beach, like, what are you doing? This is such a fun track. Like, it's always super chaotic. I love the last turn on this track. It's always such a big mess. And obviously, I'm pretty good at chain wheelies, so I like this track. It's pretty fun to drive for me. I can see why other people don't like it, though. They might say, wah, shock, wah, shock. Like, okay, just run, and you don't have to worry about shock. Alright, GV2. GV2. That's a hard one. Alright, GV2 is kind of a weird case though, because like from first it's high tier, but like from any other spot it's low tier. So you know what? We're gonna put it in mid tier. I don't mind GV2. It's also a pretty goofy track. Yeah, just start. You only pick that when you start in first, pretty much, and other people have to deal with it. It's pretty funny. Alright, same with Yoshi Falls, except Yoshi Falls serves zero purpose because GV2 exists. So Yoshi Falls. That's why it's one of the least picked track in Lounge. You're almost never gonna play that, and for good reason. It's pretty damn bad. It's like GV2, but like worse in every aspect. Right, Raceway. Raceway is actually a very fun track. It's like Raceway is like the essence of Mario Kart Wii. It's so damn fun. Like, it gives great races, and even though it's not the better player is not always gonna win on Raceway. I mean, I feel like that's kind of the point of the track. Like, Raceway is the essence of MKWii, and I feel like if you don't like Raceway, you don't like MKWii. Right, Sherbet Land. I actually like Sherbet Land quite a bit. It's like surprisingly run heavy, and like it's not that hard to break away because everyone slams the brakes to get the funny mushrooms. And honestly, I like driving it. It's pretty peaceful. So yeah, it's gonna go in high tier for me. All right, Shy Guy Beach. Shy Guy Beach. I don't mind Shy Guy Beach that much, honestly. It's just mid or low. It's one or the other. Yeah, I'll put it in mid. I don't mind Shy Guy Beach. It's also kind of like a surprisingly run-heavy track. Like, you're gonna see the entire pack stop for mushrooms and stars and golden. So if you hold A on this track, you're pretty much set for success. Because like you're gonna see like 5th and lower, they're gonna not move at first set. So yeah, Shy Guy Beach, I don't mind playing it. It's actually not that bad. Alright, Delfino Square, you guys already know how I feel about this shit. The track is abysmal. It's so bad. I hate it. The fucking shock determines everything. Like, nothing you do in the race matters until shock comes. It's so badly designed. I hate it. It's so bad. I hate it. Alright, Stadium. Stadium's like the same as DKS for me. I don't like it because I'm bad on it, but I can feel like if I get better on the track, I can see myself starting to like it more. But for now, I'm bad on it, so I can't say I like it that much. So I was gonna go in low tier. All right, Desert Hills. It's a pretty inoffensive track. It's not egregiously bad, but it just doesn't have much to offer. It's just another one of those so-called luck tracks. Even though I'm not a big believer in the luck track term, like I feel like every track has some depth, whether you like it or not. Even the ones I ranked below here on bottom tier. Alright, BC3. The BC3 I have to put in high tier, dude. It's just such a goofy track. It gives great races. And like, you're gonna see so many clips of people on BC3. I think it's a really good track. I like it a lot. I don't know, man. People hate it because it's just, oh, do the big shortcut. But I think that's part of the charm of the track. Like, there's no other track like BC3. Like, even Grumble is not as funny as BC3. Alright, Parkway. It's either bottom or low tier. Look, I'm gonna put it in low tier, and that's because of the bridge. The bridge is just so damn funny, dude. You can always get a good laugh, even if the rest of the track is kind of a pain. You can get to the bridge and like have your shit get blown up upon yourself. It's a very funny track in that regard, but like the rest of the track is pretty damn bad. So I'm gonna put it in low tier. Alright, Mario Circuit from the GCN. I'm also gonna put it in low tier. I mean, it's not that good of a track. It's like Budget Gardens. It's not that good. It's like I think it's the least played track on Wimfi. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like it's the least played track for a reason. It's just there's nothing to it really. It's just gardens, but weird. All right, Mario Circuit 3. This is also a pretty goofy track, I feel like. I'm gonna put it in the mid tier. Yeah, I don't mind MC3 that much. It's pretty fun to drive, and even though shock matters a lot, I feel like you can still front run it a decent amount. So I'm gonna put it in mid tier because it's pretty fun to drive. All right, Gardens. Gardens. Do I like Gardens? Yeah, I mean I like Gardens. I like Gardens quite a lot, but not for the reason you think I do. I actually like running Gardens quite a bit. People bag a lot on this track, and like if you hold A, you're gonna find a surprising amount of success, depending on the room, of course. But like I like holding A. All right, next up, DK Mountain. DK Mountain. I mean, it's a super run heavy track, and you see like all the top players pick it for first for a reason. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in high tier. I think it's a pretty good track. It's pretty run heavy, which I like. I like run heavy tracks. DKM, it's not hard at all to break away, but I feel like the bridge is so chaotic, and the shortcut too. I think it's a pretty good track, but man, sometimes it makes you fucking want to punch a hole in your wall. All right, RBC. I think RBC is pretty mid tier. It's flat. It's just drive every corner as best as you can. It's not that good, but it's also not egregiously bad. Like, I don't mind playing it, but you also won't see me pick it that often. Like, I would much rather prefer Toad's Factory over RBC, because I don't know, I much prefer driving Toad's Factory. RBC is like, it's not egregiously bad, but it's also not that good. So yeah, that's my track tier list. I think it's pretty inoffensive, if you ask me. The top tiers are top tier for a reason. Coconut Mall, Dry Dry Ruins, those are the best two tracks in the game. And if you disagree, you're not good. You're bad. Sorry. High tiers, those are the run heavy tracks, I feel like, with a mix of funny tracks like Peach Beach and RMR, but those are high tiers for different reasons. Mid tier, yeah, pretty inoffensive tracks. Low tiers are like the tracks where either I'm bad at or I don't like playing that much, and bottom tier is like all the tracks I actually hate with a passion. So like, yeah, Luigi Circuit, Rainbow Road, Yoshi Falls, and Delfino Square. So yeah, guys, this is my track tier list. Thank you for watching. It's a pretty short, shorter than I thought it would be, but tried to go over every track pretty fast. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Please subscribe.